Now, the Recycle My Electronics program wants to encourage you to bring it. That's the slogan for EPRA's latest campaign to encourage people to bring their end-of-life electronics to safe and convenient drop-off locations to do better for the planet. Here with more is Malia Parker, the Executive Director of the EPRA Atlantic Canada. Thanks for coming in, Malia.
It's great to be here, as always.
And your timing is spot on. What's today?
Today is International E-Waste Day.
Perfect.
And we want to actually take the waste out of that e-waste.
We love it.
Because it is not meant for the landfill. It's meant to be reused or recycled.
Okay, and it's wonderful that more of our viewers are going to be able to participate in EPRA's programs. Talk about what's happening with New Brunswick.
Yeah, so we do have our program across Atlantic Canada, but new coming up in January is the addition of small household appliances to the program in New Brunswick. So that's been in the works for quite a while in Prince Edward Island.
Yeah.
Last year, Nova Scotia and Newfoundland came on board, and as of January 1st, small household appliances, I like to say everything from your air fryers to your hair dryers, can be recycled through our program for free.
That's amazing. All right, let's get into some of the specifics. We're going to start off with some of the things that you can recycle. Obviously, we think of computers for electronics, but what do you do with the items when they're actually dropped off?
Right. So if you drop off an item with us, it will quite quickly be transferred to one of our approved processors.
Yeah.
And there, they actually take it apart, the first step by hand. They take it apart because they have to take out things like batteries that could cause a fire, anything data bearing. We want to make sure that that gets shredded into small pieces so it can never, the data can't come off it. Still recommend you remove your data before it comes into our program as a best practice. And then all those individual materials, whether it's plastic, glass, the different types of metals, they get broken down into smaller pieces until they can be put back into the manufacturing stream.
Perfect.
So it really is a circular process, which is in line with Circular Economy Month, which is October.
Wonderful. Okay, now this, with computers, you also do sometimes reuse the actual computers themselves.
We have a reuse partner, so we are a recycler, but reuse is important. So I always say, if your iron still works, donate it, give it to a friend, your phone, whatever. But if it's end of life, then it should come into our program.
Okay.
Now, we do partner with different thrift stores and things to make sure that anything that doesn't sell, we get it. And Computers for Schools Plus is our reuse partner for data-bearing devices. So especially for businesses that have larger quantities, they might be doing a computer refresh, we can work with them to get those computers to Computers for Schools Plus so that they can fix them up and get them back into circulation in a school or with another senior or someone else who needs a computer.
Perfect. Yeah, and that's a quick reminder for our viewers out there. The Bring It program's for ordinary people in their homes, but the Book It program is for businesses to get rid of large-scale removal of items.
That's right. We know that for businesses, it can be difficult to transport those quantities to one of our collection sites. And so you can go through our website, www.recyclemyelectronics.ca. There's a business page, and that has a Book It option for us to come and get those devices.
And if you want to bring it, that we put the website for EPRA on ours as well, where you can find out the closest depots to you, because there are a lot. Oh, we've got a call coming in. Hello? And they're saying we just have about 30 seconds left. So let people know that not only are we saving the planet, but we're actually literally reusing what you're calling critical minerals.
That's right. I know, right? Yeah, so all of these devices, you hear a lot these days about the need for critical minerals and mining. So essentially, when you recycle your electronics, we're mining these electronics for the valuable materials that are inside them. And it just makes sense. Why would we throw that in the landfill?
So much greener than, actual mining, of course, is a necessary industry, but if we can reuse what's already been mined, wonderful stuff.
Yeah, it just makes sense.
Okay, you mentioned batteries briefly when we talked about computers, but this is, in the Fire Safety Month this month, they are talking about lithium battery safety.
Right.
Talk about recycling lithium batteries safely.
Absolutely. So the big message I have about that is many of these devices do have batteries in them. And if you throw them in the trash, they get compacted, and that can start a fire. If it's in our device and you put it into one of our recycling programs, it will be safely recycled. The risk of fire is extremely low. So in the device, in our bag, and we'll make sure it gets handled appropriately.
I know it's so tempting to maybe just take these items and throw them in a black bag and tie it off, but that does actually put a fire risk at your home and then once it's taken.
It does. It's a bigger fire risk. It also doesn't protect your data when you put it in a black bag. Once it's in the garbage, anyone can take that out as well. Okay. So much safer for many reasons to go through our program.
Malia, thank you so much.